Hello traders, now in this video I am going to show you how you can trade the one candlestick strategy effectively using just the 4-hour candle and also a lower time frame, which is going to be the 5-minute chart. I'm going to illustrate this on a selling market using gold as the pair of choice. Now most of you guys have requested me on how you can time your entries correctly. Now in this video I'm going to show you how you can better time your entries so that you can get better entries using the one candlestick strategy. Now I want you guys to do for me just one thing. Please do give a like on this video. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and if you're not yet a part of my subscriber family, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It is free of charge, but it goes a long way to show that you really want to be a part of this and you support this kind of content. So with that out of the way, let's go onto the screen and I'll show you guys how to trade the one candlestick strategy more effectively. To trade the one candlestick strategy, it's a very basic strategy that I've shown you guys on this channel for a very long time, and most of you guys have actually used this strategy to pass your prop firm challenges and also to trade your live accounts. And some of you who have given me feedback with some challenges which I want to try to clarify in this video. Remember guys, as you're trading this strategy, don't think that the results are guaranteed. There is no guarantee that you're going to win 100% of the trades, all right? Just as any other strategy, there is no strategy that wins 100% of the time. All we try to do is to get a win rate that is at least 40% and above. If you can get that in any strategy and use a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, you will be good to go as you trade on your trading journey. So what is the one candlestick strategy? One candlestick strategy is a strategy that I use to trade continuations of the trend or the reversals of the current trend from, for example, bullish trend into a bearish trend. So what does this look like? I've drawn some illustrations here for bullish and bearish markets. All right, so to trade the one candlestick strategy, you have to follow these steps, guys. Remember, as I explain this, I am going to be covering the questions you've been asking me on YouTube so that you guys can be able to understand. All right, so I'll be answering most of the questions within the video. So some of the questions that you guys have been asking is that how do I go about trading this strategy step by step? So I'm going to start from the very first step, which is make sure if you are looking for buy trades or you're looking for a trending market going to the upside and you're looking to trade the one candlestick strategy, check the market structure. Is the market structure creating higher highs and higher lows? Is it creating something like this? Is the market rising, creating higher lows and higher highs? If the market is doing that, then only mark the bullish candles. That is one question that you guys also have been asking me. You only mark bullish candles or green candles when the market is trending up. If the market is trending up and you see a red candle or a bearish candle within an uptrend, ignore that candle and maintain the previous bullish candle's markings until you get another bullish candle which you can mark. All right, the same is true for a bearish market. Before you do any markings, check if the trend is creating lower lows and lower highs, signifying a downtrend. All right, and then look for only red candles, only mark red candles. This is on a higher time frame. For example, in this case we're looking at this on a 4-hour chart. So these candles are 4-hour candles, so this is a higher time frame marking when you're looking to mark the candles for the one candlestick strategy. All right, so once you have determined the trend is going down, then you are only going to mark the red or bearish candles. If you see a green or bullish candle within a downtrend, ignore it, only use the zones of the red candles. One other thing, if you don't know how to determine market structure, for example, you're new into trading, all right, you don't know how to do market structure analysis, what you can do is you can just slap on there a moving average, a 20-period moving average, like this one I've put here as an illustration, right? So what you want to do to determine that the market is trending up, you just make sure that the moving average with a period of 20 is below the candles. Okay, it's below the candles. Most of you have been asking me which type of moving average is this. It is a simple period moving average. You can also use exponential or smooth moving average, but just a simple moving average is enough, and it has to be the period of 20. The reason why I choose to use a 20 period moving average is because I am determining the trend for a full month. All right, there are 20 daily candles in a month. That is why I use a 20 period moving average. All right, so it determines the trend on that higher time frame for a full month. That is an immediate trend that you can use to determine where the market is going. All right, so you can do this on a bullish market. In a bearish market, make sure the moving average is above the candles, as you can see here, to determine whether the market is going down. If there is a red candle that has closed, for example, the red candle has closed like this moving average is like this, right? Like this, for example. Don't mark the red candle because this is still an uptrend. The moving average is just starting to cross over. So make sure that when you're marking the red candles, the candles are fully closed below the 20 period moving average before you determine that that's a downtrend. All right, so that is the first thing that you do. After you've done this and you've determined which candle you're going to mark according to the trend, then this is how you do the markings. All right, to do the markings, it is very easy. In a bullish market, when you're marking a bullish candle, you mark it, say, close on top, like the way you see here, mark it close and mark it low. All right, then draw a tradable box in between those two lines that you have marked like this. All right, this is the tradable zone for that bullish candle. And then in a bearish candle, you mark it a high and mark it close also. Like for example, the high is up here and the close is down. So you put also a tradable box in between those two lines. To trade the bullish candle, what you're waiting for on a lower time frame is that you want to now wait for market to pull back inside of this zone, something like this. All right, to just give us a pullback inside here, and then we look for continuations to trade higher. We also do the same for the bearish candle, wait for the market to pull back inside here, something like this, and then we look for continuation to trade lower. Sometimes the market will go down. For example, if this is a bullish candle, the market sometimes will go down like this and break out of this zone at the bottom. When this happens, don't take a buy trade. Wait for the market maybe to come back inside of this zone and then trade a reversal for that remaining time on that 4-hour chart. It's the same also with a bearish candle. If the market, for example, goes up here and then breaks above, wait for it to just pull back a little bit, and then you trade that reversal going up. So that is how you trade the continuations and trade the reversals using just one candlestick. Also guys, to give you an update on the tradable zone indicator, as you can see here, that this indicator does draw these tradable zones here. This purple zone is a daily tradable zone and this green one is the 4-hour tradable zone. Like if you see here on the USD JPY pair, you can see that the market did pull back inside of this tradable zone and then started moving away from there. Also, if you look at the 5-minute chart so that you can see the 4-hour tradable zone here, which is the green one here, you can see that the market pulled back inside and then pushed away from it. These indicators here are helpful tools that can help you mostly when you're trading the one candlestick strategy. You can find the links for you to get access to them on the MQL5 marketplace in the description of this video. These indicators at the moment are available for sale in the MQL5 marketplace. All right, so let's look at maybe another pair like USD CAD and see. You can see here, this one here performed a reversal, went inside of the tradable zone, broke above, pulled back inside and then went up. So this is a reversal setup as I showed you earlier on. All right, performed also a reversal on the 4-hour, which is this green one here. All right, we can also look at it, for example, on Euro USD. We had this indicator showing us a tradable zone, which is this purple area here. The market pulled back inside of this purple zone here and started selling off from there. You could look for entries around this purple zone for your longer term trades or your day trades. And when you look at the 4-hour one here, the green one, you can see the market pulled back inside and then gave good conditions for a sell. You can see this indicator is automatic and I've programmed everything that I know about the one candlestick strategy into this indicator, so it helps you out in your technical analysis using the one candlestick strategy. So guys, that is just a quick update. Also with this setup, I have also this sentiment indicator right here, which you can also get access to using the links in the description of the video on the MQL5 marketplace. This one really shows you where the direction of the market is going without you even looking at a moving average. You can see here it's saying moderate sellers, and you can see actually the market is selling down, right? If you look at GBP USD, it's the same thing. You can see pulled into the purple zone into the 4-hour, and it's selling off. You can see here it's also saying weak sellers. All right guys, you can get access to these indicators using the links in the description of the video. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you guys a little bar replay using a bearish example on gold. Here we are determining first what the current trend is. You can just look at the moving average here. You can see that this 20 period moving average has just crossed above the candles, which means that this is an immediate downtrend. Also, there is a small market structure break that you can see. If you know how to analyze the market properly, you see that there is a market structure break right here. Okay, a small one there. There is a market structure break, right? So that confirms there is a short immediate downtrend based on this current price action. All right, so after we've done this, what we're going to do now is we're going to mark the most recent closed candle, which is this one here. We're just going to put a horizontal ray on its high like this, and then we are going to place another ray at its close like this. And then now what we are going to do is we are going to just put a small tradable box just to help us visualize on a lower time frame where we can get entries. Okay, can just extend it a little bit to the right like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do now is to go down to the 5-minute chart and wait for market to come back inside here to determine if we can get entries. All right, so let's go on the 5-minute chart. Here on the 5-minute chart, this is the same tradable box that we drew on the 4-hour chart. So here what you're going to wait for is wait for the market to come back inside of this zone and above the moving average. Sometimes it may not go inside of the zone, but as long as it pulls above the moving average nearby the tradable zone, you can still find entries. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a Fibonacci to determine how long or how far it's going to retrace inside there. So I'm going to draw a Fibonacci from this high here, and then I'm going to draw it to this lowest point right here at the bottom like this, and then I'm going to project this forward just to determine how far the market might retrace inside of the tradable box. So now here I'm going to just let's play the market ahead and see what happens. Okay, market goes up above the moving average. Wait for it to see if it reaches the golden zone. It reaches the golden zone there. Now let's just play ahead again. We're waiting for the market to break below the moving average after it has come away from the golden zone. So let's see what happens. So here we can see that the market has reached the golden zone and it's rejecting the golden zone. So now here we're waiting for the next candle that closes below the moving average and confirms that the trend is now continuing to the downside. All right, so let's just play and see. Okay, market goes above the golden zone again, rejects it, rejects the moving average. Let's see, market is coming back down. Let's see, wait for the next candle that closes below the moving average. All right, okay, so this is the candle that closes below the moving average. As you guys can see, after throwing so many wicks on top within the golden zone, we can now determine that this red candle is the candle that has fully closed below the moving average, this one. And you can see that there was also a tombstone doji here, or a dragonfly doji that has formed here, that allows us to confirm that it's a reversal happening here after the moving average. So we can take a short position here in this example just to see if this would have played out well. Just place a short position right here, and then our stop loss is going to be above these highs here. Just push this up above these highs here, and then take profit is going to be a 1 to 2, or just target these previous lows. That would be a 1 to 4.3. Let's see how this will play out so that you guys can see next time when you are trading, you can also be able to use these same techniques. You can just target the previous lows, put your stop loss at the previous highs, something like that, if you're trading the one candlestick strategy. Now I am going to go ahead and play and then see how this would play out. All right, remember that you can get multiple entries within this same tradable zone. If the market breaks above the moving average and then below, you can enter another trade. So let's play along and see. You can see this goes immediately down into profit, right? Pulls back up. Let's wait and see. Goes down, pushes down, goes up again, breaks above the moving average, goes up. All right, goes to back to entry. Now there you'd get another entry when it breaks below the moving average. You could scale in there and then wait for those 2 trades to go down into take profit. Let's just wait and see what happens, right? Let's wait and see if this trade goes into take profit. Okay, all right, so this trade actually does reach take profit. As you can see that this trade reaches take profit right here. So you can see that you use a Fibonacci to gauge how far the market retraces into the tradable zone, and then you can also use candlestick patterns. Like here, you could enter at this momentum candle and then set your stop loss there, or you can just scale in whenever the market breaks above the moving average. When it breaks below it, you scale in the second trade, third trade, and so on and so forth. Guys, I'll leave a link to a full course video at the end of this video. Please go and watch that video to give you more understanding on how these entries are got using Fibonacci, using supply and demand, and other techniques. This video, I just wanted to show you how to trade this in a bearish market as per the request of many of you guys in the comment section down below. Please guys, support the channel, give a like, subscribe, share these videos across all your social media platforms. I really appreciate your support. Let's grow together this year. Go join the free Telegram, guys. And also, if you want VIP signals, the link is in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time, peace and out.